So 20 years ago, this summer, I graduated from college, and at that point I thought, I am going to be a curator of photography exhibitions. I had written an undergraduate dissertation on the subject, and I loved taking pictures. I loved looking at other people's pictures, and I just wanted to pull them all together in exhibition spaces and tell stories through other people's pictures. That was 20 years ago. Fast forward 20 years, and here I am outside the M Shed in Bristol, and I'm here because I've come back to curation and how it works in a learning context, and how we can pull things together in the ways that curators in museums do to tell stories and to make sense of things. And I think that we can pull on some of those skills to really help our colleagues and our peers and ourselves learn new things. So every 2 years, the amount of data on the web in total is doubling. And that's leading to us being completely swamped with information. So how do we get to the information that's really useful? How do we get to the stuff that we need to know, and how do we get to it quickly? It's a huge challenge, and we can take two approaches to it. We can just go, there's just too much information, I'm being completely swamped. Or we could say, what kind of techniques can we use to filter out the stuff that really matters to us? And that second approach is very much what curation is about.
I've been using these ideas at work for the last 2 years nearly, and we've been on a journey on how we can apply the idea of curation and the same concepts that the curators of the M Shed use, so people can figure out what it is they're trying to work on, and then they can go straight to our collection of curated content and start learning straight away. They don't have to wait for a course, they don't have to wait for permission or budget. They can just get the most up-to-date thinking on the topics that they need there and then. But it's not just the content there, it's linked together and put into context of our organisation by the curators in L&D. And we're going beyond that now to mix in practical application of stuff as well. So take, for instance, presentation skills. The internet for presentation skills. You'll find the best content, the best people in the world sharing the best way to deliver presentation skills. And yet, how do these people find that stuff? How do they know these are the best pieces of content? Well, they need an expert to find them, to sift them, to filter them for the audience, and to put them into some kind of structure. And that's possible with curation. That's the level we're at now, where we are applying instructional design to curated content and adding opportunities for application. And that's why and where curation is valuable in your organisation. And that's what we'll be talking about in October. So if you want to know if you want to know the skills that you need to do this, if you want to understand the value, if you want to hear some real life examples of how this is happening in real organisations like yours, then come along to Martin's session and my session on day 2 of World of Learning, and we will tell you more.